The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
Friends, if you know me, you know that I'm about the message when the message is right. A person who's actually in the girl's place right now is, say, for example, an Alex Cooper. Look at Alex Cooper, right? Because somebody brought this up. Skitlanta bring it up. Here you go. Did Alex Cooper basically have an investor before she started her podcast? The answer to it is no. Alex Cooper did not have an outside investor when she started her podcast called Call Her Daddy, the podcast. She and her original co-host, Sophie Franklin, launched the show independently, funded it themselves before quickly being acquired by Barstool Sports. I just want you to get that. Come out of your feelings. This is not about O'Neal trying to go against black women or women. I'm just saying they're trying to get something for nothing. Let's go.
You wasting your time.
So I don't want us to get into like a contentious place right here.
Pretentious, retentious. It's not happening. I'm not giving up no 25%. And I like you as a person and a lawyer, and I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing. You went to law school. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But this one black man, it's not happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct. This one black man is not going to be tricked or duped into what these girls are talking about, because these girls have done nothing to get what they're asking for. They have done nothing. And the persons who are in the comments saying, well, it's their idea, I'm going to tell you again, I could go start a podcast with 5 girls and still not get sued because it is a general idea. Okay, it's a general idea. Try to basically see if you can get the lesson without getting into your feelings, because Wayne is doing a cultural moment and some people are missing the moment. That's all I have to say right now.
So I do want everybody to be happy here. I think 0 would be a non-starter for my clients. So what are you willing to put on the table so I can take it back to the girls?
0. 0 goose egg.
So that's exactly what I'm ruling for, but I wouldn't put anything on the table either. What do you mean when I'm willing to bring to the table? This man is $240,000 in debt, right? Because we're saying in debt, not that he's in debt, but $240,000 in on this entire podcast idea. And you're asking him what him bring to the table. I'm telling you, the audacity. The lawyer basically is in there fighting blind and don't know exactly what's going on. Ridiculous.
However you want to call it, out, double out, nothing. I'm not giving them no percentage of the back end. They don't deserve the back end. I work hard to build my name and my brand. They were not there. The mothers of my kids not even getting back end. They get a percentage of my revenue because of they raised my kids. They have done nothing. The Kountry Wayne brand been rolling way before them.
Yeah, but I want you to think of this, not just, this is an extension of the Kountry Wayne brand, but in this case, right, this is a new venture for you all.
That doesn't matter. It being a new venture for Kountry Wayne doesn't matter. It's almost like Shannon Sharp then. Shannon Sharp going into the podcast space, it was a new venture for Shannon Sharp, right? However, Shannon Sharp was already known from TV. So a lot of people watch the podcast simply because it was Shannon Sharp. Because I watch a Shannon Sharp show, right? Because I like Shannon Sharp's commentary. Okay, and they had multiple people that were watching Shannon from before. So when Shannon went into the podcast space to do Club Station and the other things, people would at least give him a listening ear. No one knows these girls, okay? Them know Wayne. They'll at least give the podcast a listening ear. Now, if people like it and people stay, that's a whole different question, because you'll have to basically create content to make people stay. But they will come because it's Kountry Wayne. That's what it is.
So it's like a mutual arrangement, right? So if they win, you win. If they lose, you lose.
No, I still win. I got Jesus. I don't know who they praise to, because I don't never see them really pray.
You know.
But I pray in public.
Yeah.
You know, if Jesus is on your tongue, heart, he's coming to your tongue.
Jesus is in my heart.
Exactly.
Jesus is in my heart.
So if Jesus is in your heart,
yes,
you need to listen to him, because you should have known.
I heard him.
Yeah.
So,
okay, but listen, I'm
into this
Miss Dorsey.
Mr. Coley.
Miss Dorsey, I'm not.
Man, stop her, because she'll get over her heels right now. She'll argue foolishness. Part the blouse and skirt, because you argue crap. Look here, miss. Look here. The man nah give the money. Go on back, go get the money from the girls. No, generational wealth says basically the law is about to buy a couple Birkin bags. That's exactly what she's about to buy. Because these girls haven't worked for anything but them asking for something. Let me ask you a question. The other women who are out there. What about other women who have had to work their way up the ranks? How you think those women would feel versus these women that are here? That are asking to get all of this. I'm just asking, you know. I guess you don't really consider that. Never mind.
Giving up nothing on the back end. Not a half a percent, not 1%, not 2%. Definitely not 25. I'm not doing it. It won't happen. The deal I gave them, either they take it or they leave it. But I
Thank you. Either they take it or they leave it. So the person will ask, hey, I hope them leave. I hope they leave too. Go. Go on. Because you know what I know about these girls? If Wayne wasn't spending money, they'd have been broken up long ago. The only reason why they're there is because it's not their dime that's being spent. That's the only reason why they've been around doing all of the nonsense they've been doing, because it's not their dime being spent. And if you think about it, the person will say, oh, but Amber have this and she have that. Remember what Amber's aim of this was. It was to use the podcast to magnify her face and her image so that way she could sell more in her other lines. So who is benefiting again? The girls. I keep saying, Wayne is taking all of the risk, right? So he should get all of the rewards as of right now. Somebody saying it's a 3-year contract. Alex Cooper's contract was 3 years. It's a standard time for contracts, friends. Like, stop this foolishness. You're making it look like him have to make money after year 1. He doesn't have to. You don't have to make money after year 2. You don't have to make money after year 3, year 4. It takes a while. Joe Rogan took 5 years before he got enough to the point where basically other brands could come to pick him up. Y'all stop this foolishness, man. Listen to me. Knowledge is power, friends. Stop missing the moment. We ain't a teacher lesson. Stop missing the moment.
love the fact that they came together and did something.
Mm-hmm.
But the Kountry Wayne brand was built our God's work, not even my own.
I feel that.
So,
but I think God is generous.
Yeah, God is generous.
God
That's
is
why
generous.
I was generous enough to give them my name. Just like he was generous enough to give me his name.
But you're building out an extension of this brand. And I just want you to remember, right? As they grow, you grow, right? And I think that in this space, they talk about greed. We don't, when we talk about
Greed? $240,000 in and you're calling him greedy? The irony of it, I swear. So hold on. So I've spent $240,000 in, but I'm the greedy one. I'm just showing you the words, the level of words, the level of gaslighting. The lawyer is trying to gaslight him, but Wayne is not falling for it. Right? I try to gaslight him. Greed? 240. He's 240 in. He's going to have to edit this podcast. I'm going to have to pay them. What if this makes no money? What if no one watches it? Because, listen, it's not a guarantee. It is not a guarantee. You don't know when those eyeballs see it. They might say, I don't like these girls because them too stuck up because I can't relate to them. You don't know that. You just don't know that. You know much podcast. You know what? Anyway, let's go.
fruit of the spirit. Greed isn't one of them, right? And it's not one of them.
I'm definitely not greedy. I give away almost everything I have.
Sure, but not the back end in this situation.
Oh, nah.
To take care of the girls.
Back end don't even sound right. Just think about that. I'm not giving up no back end. No, I work for the back end. I work for the percentage. I work to be in this position. I work every day. I put the work in.
And so are they.
They think
These girls are working hard.
They work hard on their makeup.
They haven't worked on anything. That's what you haven't gotten. There is no episode. They have nothing. They have nothing tangible. Nothing tangible. Nothing. I could go take the idea of putting 5 girls on a podcast and that's about it. They have nothing. That's what she's missing.
Do you see those dresses? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not. So I'm about to leave. I got some other stuff to do.
This is quite disappointing.
I tell them to come back up here. You can tell them the news, but we do not have a deal.
I don't even know if this is. I thought we were going to get to a better place.
Well, we didn't get to a better place.
Okay. Well,
it's definitely 0.
Okay, I will let the ladies know. We'll see where it goes from there.
0.
Okay.
Cool.
Have a good one.
No, you have a good one. I call them back up here if you need anything to eat or whatever. Hey, we got you.
The audacity. I think it's DC Cheetah. Is that what the name of it is? said something in the chat. Imagine I create something to assist you, and you bring a lawyer in on that place to me to sue me. The same place I've created for you, I've spent the monies. It's like basically you have a woman or you have a man, and you've been doing all of this thing for this man or this woman, and they basically, and I showed you why it was snaking. You call a lawyer in to sue him after him do all of these things for you. The ungratefulness of these girls, they're very ungrateful. That's what's going on. And for those that keep asking about the pay, the lawyer herself is saying the pay is decent. Amber said the pay is decent, which means they're not being stiffed. But of course, once Amber said it's a gospel, basically. Anything Amber said, 0-800-877-8000. Zero zilch. It's nicht good. It's nicht good. Boo! Like, share, comment, subscribe, and talk to y'all soon.